Welcome back to the Most News in the Morning. 4 men will face a federal judge later today. They're accused of a bomb plot on a New York synagogue and Jewish center. The FBI says an informant collected intelligence on the men, even provided them with fake weapons. These were explosives they allegedly thought were real and planted at the Jewish house of worship. For more, I'm joined now by the ranking Republican on the House Homeland Security Committee, Congressman Peter King. Congressman King, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Karen.
This plot's disturbing on many levels. You know, our government's busy trying to fight terror abroad and to protect us from foreign fighters who may try to come here to do us harm. But this alleged plot involves 4 homegrown terrorists. How concerned are you about that?
I'm very concerned. This is the war against Islamic terrorism is fought overseas and is fought here. And thank God we have people like Ray Kelly with the NYPD, that we have the FBI who monitor these plots and try to uncover them and stop them. But I think too many people don't realize how real this threat is. And the issue of homegrown terrorism, the issue of Islamic converts coming out of prison is a very, very real threat. And there's any number of mosques that are under surveillance. There's any number of plots at any given time that are being watched. And the NYPD and the FBI have stopped a number of plots in New York. And this is, one of the most dramatic. And again, if the FBI and the NYPD and the Joint Terrorism Task Force had not been on top of it, there would have been, again, terrible carnage. We would have had a temple destroyed, we would have had a community center destroyed, and we could have had a Air National Guard plane brought down by a Stinger missile. And that's why we have to realize this is a worldwide threat. For people who are not familiar with this story,
among the allegations also is that they wanted to go to Stewart Airport in upstate New York, their hometown apparently, and try to shoot down a plane with a weapon they believed was a Stinger surface-to-air guided missile. Clearly, if this, if all these charges are correct and end up being proven, there's intent. But did they have, if they were not given these what turned out to be fake weapons by this informant, would they have had the resources, do we know, to actually carry this out?
I believe we have to assume they would have. If they are that desperate, if they are that anxious to carry out a plot like this, they would have done whatever they had to do to obtain the explosive. Now, they may not have been as sophisticated as C4, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be setting off bombs. Obviously, they thought they were getting, the best material. But if they had not been able to get that, I have no doubt that they would have used whatever they could, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's dynamite, using whatever type of explosives. And, getting back to the original point, this is a worldwide effort. And I wish we were spending more time focusing on this rather than how we can shut down Guantanamo. I am more concerned about protecting American lives here than I am about the rights of some detainees in Guantanamo.
Here's what apparently, allegedly, some of the things that were told to the informant from one of the suspects. They, referring to the United States military, are killing Muslim brothers and sisters in Muslim countries. So if we kill them here in the United States with IEDs and stingers, it is equal. Not to excuse in any way, shape, or form wanting to, do harm to innocent people. But how much of some of this anger is stemming from things like the Guantanamo Bay situation, meaning that how much of a recruitment tool, and do we need to think about that perhaps we're seeing with the situation with Guantanamo Bay, et cetera?
Well, the fact is Guantanamo was there because we captured detainees and we had to have a place to put them. We are at war with Islamic terrorism, and and if you're involved in a war, there are going to be casualties, there are going to be battles. We are going to be fighting in Afghanistan, and the fighting is going to be getting a lot worse in Afghanistan. And I know that one of these defendants, James Cromartie, his father was from Afghanistan. He feels very strongly about this, apparently. But your loyalty is supposed to be to your own country. I mean, in World War II, we didn't expect German Americans or Italian Americans to be uprising against the United States because we were bombing German and Italian cities. If you're an American, your loyalty is supposed to be to your country. And we can't be basing our foreign policy on people in this country who don't love their country and don't want to stand by it.
All right. Well, as we said, great work foiling this alleged plot.
If I could specifically commend Joe Demarest, who is the assistant director of the FBI in New York, who did a phenomenal job, and Commissioner Ray Kelly. Both of them are world class. They are the best.
Certainly are. All right, Peter King, Congressman out of New York. It was great to talk to you this morning.